Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to another auction update from Coins of the Realm, long-term channel friend and sponsor, and it's been a real pleasure to work with them this year, sharing some of their upcoming auctions and also being a customer of theirs, buying quite a few sovereigns for my date run. And talking of which, there are a bunch of sovereigns in this particular auction that I am trying to target for my date run, but it's proving to be quite expensive to do a full-on date run for sovereigns. But nevertheless, we shall have a look at this particular auction. Now, if you're not familiar with Coins of the Realm, they are a fantastic auction house and they have a auction ending this weekend on the 14th of December. Live bidding starts at 7 PM. If you haven't already registered and got the app for their site, then please go and get it. The app here, fantastic. It's really, really intuitive and great for watching the live auction. But you can be an old fogey like me and use the PC as well and have it on your computer. It is a really easy auction site to use. And the best thing about them is 0% buyer's premium. What you pay, other than postage on top, is what you bid is what you pay, other than postage on top. It's very, very good and easy to buy from them. Just so you know from experience, basically, you pay after about a day or two when they send you an invoice, and then you get your coins a couple of days later. It's that simple, it's that easy, and they are really, really good at what they do. So I'd highly recommend them, not just as a customer, but of course they are sponsoring our channel and today's video. So without further ado, let's dive in and have a look. Oh, something caught my eye down here. The Great Engravers. It's such a good coin. I really do like that, but it's a big one. 15,000. This must be the 5 ounce, 5 ounce gold version. Anyway, there are some other coins that I want to highlight first before we have a look at stuff like that, and that is sovereigns, because there are some beautiful old sovereigns in this auction, including a really quite nice 1817 sovereign. This one ain't going to finish at £1,280, let me tell you. I think this is going to be well into the 2000s at the end. It's a very, very nice coin indeed. I'm not really an expert in terms of actual grading and whether this would straight grade or have a details, but it's good. There's some really nice high levels of detail in the hair on George here, and it looks really quite tasty, and it's my favourite design of all of them. I have an X-mounted jewellery 1817, and there are a lot of really good ones out there that I'd love to add to the collection. But there are some older sovereigns too, some 1840s dated sovereigns, some... This one caught my eye. I was like, I need an 1849 for my collection, and this one, I can tell you right now, this is going to be like 12, 30, 40, 1500. It could even be up to £2,000, this coin. I don't know where it's going to be. It's a pretty rare coin in of its own time, 1849 with a mintage of 1.7 million, and it's in really good condition. You can really tell from the hair of the Queen. My only concern would be some faint hairlines, and it is detailed here, so there are some faint hairlines in the field and the neckline, which could indicate potentially at some point that it has been cleaned. So from a details grading perspective, it's certainly something. But that's one thing I really like about Coins of the Realm, is that they are really good with their descriptions of the coins. They're really good at highlighting little tiny things like that that you might miss and that you might not know about if you're in the market for these really high premium specialist coins. Another really high detailed one here from this 1864. There's a lot of good ones, and I will be bidding on some. I will not tell you exactly which ones, because it is a little bit counterintuitive for me to try and do my date run and tell you which I'm actually going to bid on. But as you can see, lots of sovereigns in this one, lots of older sovereigns in this particular auction as well. So if you're a sovereign collector, it's definitely worth having a look at. But there are lots of other cool things as well. So we'll just have a quick skim through everything, even some bullion silver eagles in there as well. So literally something for everybody. Some proof graded coins. We've seen already that there's the 5 ounce gold Great Engravers Gothic. There are some right old bargains here. Oh, this is a good one as well. This is the beautiful, although he would probably call it that, George IV bull-headed 1821 sovereign. Beautiful grade there in the AU 55. But there's other modern proof sovereigns. The PF70s, the 2002s are an incredible coin, that's for sure. There's the 2022 memorial sovereigns. We've got, of course, the beautiful 1817 sovereign, which we've already seen. Even some older silver medallions, fantastic. Some more eagles. Is that the second lot of eagles? I think it must be. Someone's selling all their eagles. There's a cool top pop medallion coin here from World War II Stories. This is a very, very cool looking coin. It's something that I quite like the look of. Not necessarily something that fits in my collection, but again, it's a really cool thing. And it is a top pop coin, top population 1 with 0 graded higher. That is like as good as it gets, basically. So, lots of other really cool things, medallions and modern silver in here as well, this auction, which is another batch of eagles. Look at this, somebody's selling 28 eagles, I think, at this point. But with the price of silver at the moment, they have to split it up into different batches because it is really quite hard to see where things are going to be. Quarter ounce gold falcons, those are interesting. We've had some of those come through the Buyers Club. Another eagle set. Well, they're all dated, aren't they? So I suppose there would be. Oh, here's a really, really good coin to watch. The PF70 version of the 2025 Royal Arms. This is a stunner. One of my favourite coins of recent history for sure. Really, really love that. In fact, Secret Super Squirrel mine are going into grading as we speak. So fingers crossed they'll come up with something good as a grade. Be nice, wouldn't it? Really nice silver half crown here as well. Look at this. Don't see a lot of those types of coins. And that's one of the things that auction houses are best at. It's finding those incredible coins. In fact, I think that is the last page because we've seen the same coins there. Yes, there we go. So those are all of the particular items that we've got in this week's auction. But auction houses like Coins of the Realm are fantastic at delivering great results for sellers. I know that their selling fee structure is 10% plus VAT, so it's a really, really competitive rate for a lot of these coins. If you are selling items like basic bullion, you've got to bear in mind that premium, but at the moment the premiums are so high that you'd be breaking that back on spot price and more, quite frankly. And a lot of the more specialist coins, this is a fantastic place to be. And I'm really, really honoured that they are sponsoring our channel and sharing the auctions with you guys. They've even got an auction started, starting at the end of this year, but it's already scheduled for the beginning of next year. So it's a fantastic company to see them do so well and thriving and having so many amazing coins put in almost weekly at the moment. So fantastic, or at least double weekly, bi-weekly, what's the word? Fortnightly, there we go. So anyway, go and check out Coins of the Realm Auction House. Links in the description box below to this. I would recommend that you go and register ahead of time in case there's a reason why you can't. I mean, it's usually a pretty fluid circumstance to get yourself registered, but sometimes they might need to get a little bit of information from people to get you registered. But otherwise, it's usually a pretty seamless process. And then you can place your bids. Get the app. The app is really good. Certainly for like sitting just watching the auction live. It's really good to see what comes in. And of course, another great thing about all of the Coins of the Realm stuff is that you can see everything that's sold before, and you can see reference prices, and you can do searches of different auction lots. And they've had 87 auctions now with, if you have about 100 lots per auction, which I know actually they used to have more, but if you have, you do the maths, that's like nearly 10,000 historic items that have been sold through them, and they're doing really well. So yeah, go and check them out. Thanks all, and we'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.